Hello there. I'm Fred Burkey, the Extension Agent in Martin County, and we are here in sunny South Florida, in Hope Sound, Florida. We are here with Natalie and Kevin Osburn in their farm called Vertical Horizons. It's really a joy to have the two of you here. What I'd like to do first is I know that you have been very much associated and very involved with the Florida Farms Conference that's coming up, I think, August the 1st and the 2nd?
First week of August.
So I think before we get into your farm here, we'll talk a little bit about that. Really, what is the purpose of the conference itself? You?
I think that the purpose of the conference is to join together all kinds of bright minds in farming, whether that be people from the industry, in the farming, the economic end of things, or it could be young farmers such as ourselves who are just getting started, all the way out to people who are or maybe just have parcels of land and they don't know what to do with it and are even questioning, what in the world do I do with my property now that I've got all this space? So the conference seems to be an opportunity for all different kinds of groups of people to come together, and the meeting of the minds is an amazing thing. You really learn a lot.
So even old farmers like myself should come.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Where do you think all of us whippersnappers are getting our best knowledge?
Right. And actually, Kevin, I'll ask you, how has this really affected your farming and how you got started and what you're doing now?
Well, with regards to the conference, it has everything to do with it. The whole University of Florida, if it wasn't for the university and all the extension agents, such as yourself and the multi-county extension agents, Bob Hockmuth and his staff, putting this conference together has really gave us an opportunity to network with other farmers, with people that want to do this or have been doing it, and we can learn from them. And also new ideas and new ways to improve on what exactly we're doing. And it's really done justice for us as far as us able to expand with our farm and fixing the mistakes that we have along the way. It's something that we continually will do as long as the conference is existing. We're going to continue to do it each season.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Of course, speaking about yourself and what you've done, that's what I'd like to talk to you about next. I mean, actually, I see this operation here. I mean, and then I remember a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's quite different. So if you could, give us a little bit of an opportunity to know how you really got started. I'm going to talk to you first.
Well, quite frankly, when the very first year the conference was offered, we were sitting in the audience as a couple. I mean, talk about green. We were two young kids. My family's farm up in New Jersey had gotten sold at auction, and I was just a heartbroken girl trying to figure out what would we possibly do to save our family's farm. A long story short is that we had no land whatsoever. We had no farming experience, but we went up to this conference, and I remember distinctly sitting across the table from a very, very wise and wonderful woman who was a farmer and a grower up in, I think it was in northern Florida. She just looked at me and she said, "It doesn't matter. You just get started and the rest of the pieces of the puzzle are going to fall into place." And darn if she wasn't right.
Oh,
it was amazing. It was the best inspiration we ever got.
How fantastic. Yeah. So actually, I understand you really started in a backyard, didn't you?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We started with, if you're not familiar with the towers, the vertical hydroponic towers, we started with just about 24 towers in her mom and dad's backyard almost 6 years ago.
Boy,
No land.
I bet they
No
love
land.
that.
Spending it with your in-laws every day. Anyway, no, that was great. We had a great time. But it was a prototype model. We knew that when we were going to get into this, that we had to start slowly. Because we knew we were going to make mistakes, and if we were going to make the mistakes were going to be small, and then we can make adjustments from there. So we did that for about 3 years, and then we were very fortunate to find a location literally right where we live at Sunshine State Carnation. It's a flower farm. It's been here over half a century, and Eric Nissen and the Nissen family have been very wonderful to allow us to run this operation here. And little did I know that the popularity of what we're doing was just each week seems to get more popular. And the amount of different produce, the things that we grow and the different varieties of hydroponic growing that we also learn from the conference, it's just been absolutely amazing. A tremendous amount of work, but we're extremely happy with what we've done so far.
Now, everything you do is the two of you.
That's it.
It is.
You know, and I always laugh that she's the boss. But, you know,
She is the boss.
You know, I say that in jest, but I really know that it takes the two of you, and you've done a fantastic job together. I think
we
we all wear a lot of hats.
Right,
It's not.
right.
It is the two of us, but we have to give credit where credit is due. We do have our father, my father-in-law. I do have a young boy that helps us occasionally, and you know, occasionally we have somebody else that helps us. But for the most part, you're looking at the operation, and we really have nailed down exactly how to do this as far as when we seed and transplant and so on, and it's been wonderful. It really has.
Well, now very quickly, because we don't have too much time, but just take us from one end to the other. What are the different units and different types of hydroponics
Go
that
ahead,
you have?
I'll start from the east side of the farm. We have Vertigrow system. It's a vertical system that grows up to, in our case, about 20 plants in a given space, and that is we have romaine lettuce, green leaf lettuce, Swiss chard, arugula, kale, bok choy, tatsoi, spinach, all in the towers as
Holy
well,
cow.
nasturtiums. Then that's one system, and then we have something called the lay flat bag system, and that's where all our tomatoes are. We have 5 varieties of heirloom tomatoes, beefsteak style, and cherry tomatoes as well. And then over here we have 3-gallon bags. The 3-gallon bags it's a mixture of coconut fiber and perlite, where we do primarily all our root vegetables, scallions, 3 varieties of beets, actually now 4 varieties of beets, 3 varieties of carrots, collard greens, broccolini, things like that. Then we built some carrot troughs down at the very end, where we have 3 varieties of carrots that are grown also hydroponically. And then on the other side of the farm, we also have floating lettuce pools where we grow different herbs and red oak leaf lettuce as well. And also, the reason we're doing that is to experiment, see what works best in what systems with what product or with what varieties. And so far, so good. It's been wonderful.
That's fantastic. Now, to finish it out, where do you actually sell this? You're pretty innovative on that also. Tell us a little bit about that.
We really don't have a problem talking to people and
Yeah, I would have never known.
and letting it all shine. So we have also are blessed with a surrounding community of many residential homes in this very close geographical location. So on Saturday mornings we open up our farm stand right here at the front of the farm itself. Folks can come in, they pull up. It's 48 hours from the time of harvest until the time that these folks have.
So they get fresh.
Have it for dinner, yes. We have our neighborhood, local neighborhoods and friends here. And then on Sundays, we pack up those great big coolers and we go drive north to about 10 miles north to downtown Stewart, where we sell at our local green market there.
So everything actually is sold direct to retail.
Absolutely
Yeah.
direct to consumer.
Which is fantastic. Now, to finish it out, actually, you've only been doing this for what, 5 years?
5 years, sir.
That is absolutely fantastic. And you have, in the meantime, you had full-time jobs.
That's correct.
And you have now quit that, and this is your.
This is our baby.
This is
So,
our
so it
full-time
has
job.
turned out very, very well.
It is, and
Yeah.
I think that it's just because the popularity of what the local movement is happening. We can't sell enough product, and it's just been wonderful.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you being on the interview here. And, you know, this is proof positive that if you have any interest in farming, you need to come to this conference and meet people like Natalie and Kev. So hopefully we'll see you there.